Thank you, Juice Doctor. Thank you, Beverly. Thank you, Donna. We're starting now. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us this evening. Hopefully, by the end of today, you would obviously be joining me on the No Sugar Challenge for 14 days. What are we talking about today? We are talking about what happens to your body when you eat sugar. This topic is brought to you by Gloria Edward Nutrition Limited. If you would like to contact me, my Instagram page is Gloria Edward Nutrition, Gloria Edward Organic, or Chef Imani's Kitchen. Those are our Instagram handle. Our website is gloriaedwardorganic.com. And if you'd like to contact me or book an appointment, you can call me on 0207 175 5108. Some of the services that we offer from Gloria Edward Nutrition are body MOT scan, essential oils, massage oils, herbs and spices, skin care, hair care products, detox program, food intolerance scan. We also do workshops, seminars, we have meal plans, we have ready meals, we have cooking classes. Also, we do one-to-one coaching for nutrition or group coaching for nutrition if you wanted to change your diet or go on a detox program. And every Saturday we have a pain clinic. So if you have pain or know anyone that has pain, please give them my number. I just wanted to start off this evening by showing you the different types of sugar that there are. You know, some people use brown sugar, some people use icing sugar, some people use granulated sugar, some people use dark sugar, some people use light brown sugar, castor sugar for cakes, demerara sugar and castor sugar as well, golden castor sugar or the white castor sugar. And I'm sure for many of you, you can recognize some of the products on the screen. For the fruit juices, you know, some of them you have 7.5 teaspoons of sugar. Red Bull, which obviously lots of people will take if they have, you know, low energy, it's got 6 tablespoons of sugar. Lipton tea, it's got 7.5 teaspoons of sugar. And also your Coke has 9 tablespoons of sugar. Obviously now Coke has Coke Zero, Coke Lemon, Coke, different types of Coke that there are, but they all still contain sugar. I'm just starting off by showing you the different products that you might recognize and how much sugar there are. So some people say, you know, I eat cereal, but I don't really eat sugar. But you eat cereal, you do eat sugar. So for some people, maybe Cocoa Pops might not be your thing, but some adults still eat Cocoa Pops, some adults still eat Rice Krispies, and you have 3.5 teaspoons of sugar in that. Cheerios, adults eat that as well. You've got 1 tablespoon of sugar there. For some people, they say, well, I eat oats. There is sugar in oats. There's also sugar in Weetabix as well. Cornflakes, there is sugar in cornflakes as well. Even in your ketchup, there is sugar in your ketchup as well. I actually wanted to highlight the fruits because I have been speaking to a couple of clients, and when I tell them, you know, apple is one of the fruits that you eat that spikes up your sugar, people are like surprised. You know, apple is a good fruit, but in one apple you have 6 tablespoons of sugar. I'm sure that'll probably surprise you. And in a banana, you've got 3.5 teaspoons of sugar. In your grapes, you've got 6 teaspoons of sugar. Your orange juice is 5 teaspoons of sugar. So for those people that have diabetes or, you know, have issues with their insulin, these fruits on the screen are things you should avoid because they spike your sugar. And for some people, if you continue to eat them, if you have not got diabetes, it will push you into diabetes. So if you are like pre-diabetic, and you are eating this fruit thinking that, you know what, I don't eat sugar, but I eat fruits and vegetables, you are actually loading yourself with a lot of sugar. And in the end, you'll end up having diabetes. So some fruits that have less sugar, they still have sugar, but less sugar. You know, you have your avocado, you have your strawberries, your raspberries, your guava, your papaya, they have sugar, but not as much as the ones I just showed you earlier. And well, people say, well, I don't take sugar, but I take sweet wine. I take wine every night to go to bed. you are taking at least 2.5 tablespoons of sugar. If you take sweet wine, if you take medium wine, it's 2.5 teaspoons of sugar. If you take dry wine, half a teaspoon of sugar. If you take sparkling wine, 2.5 teaspoons of sugar. And red wine, again, you still got a little bit of sugar in there. For those people that say, well, wine is not my thing, but every night I must have Guinness. That's 5 teaspoons of sugar there for you. So again, Heineken might be some people's cup of tea. That is at least 2 teaspoons of sugar. Yeah, and the next question people are going to ask me, well, can sugar actually make me sick? Yes, it can make you sick. These are some of the things that sugar actually does to your body. It causes you to have not been able to sleep. You're not able to sleep. You have lots of allergies. You become depressed. Depression becomes manic. You're not able to come out of the house. You're always feeling negative, thinking negative, speaking negative. It's all from the sugar that you've added from your fruits, from your cornflakes, and also from your wine that you have been indulging in maybe once a week or every night. Sugar also will cause some people to have hair loss. Some people will begin to exhibit evidences of ADHD. Some people will break out with acne at old age. So you find that some people, because they've had too much sugar in their system, they begin to have teenage acne at adult age. Also, you have tooth decay, gum disease as a result of eating too much sugar or sweeteners. Some people develop diabetes or also colon cancer as a result of the sugar that you are taking. So how does sugar look if you've had too much sugar in your system and it's beginning to damage your skin? If you look on the picture on the left, you see the lady's got a normal face, and for the person that sugar has been affecting, you will see that half of her face is a little bit swollen or inflamed, as you like to call it. Just wanted to say a couple of things about what sugar does to different parts of your body for your brain. It triggers dopamine, which makes you feel good when you eat it, but also it gives you a sugar high, and after a while, it comes down, and then you're feeling moody. You're not able to concentrate because you've had too much sugar. What does sugar do to your skin? It increases inflammation, so you have skin diseases like acne or other diseases that affect your skin. You probably have like eczema, and all those things can come out as a result of eating too much sugar. For the liver, people begin to develop non-alcoholic fatty liver, which is obviously very dangerous as well, because obviously liver is something I always say to my clients. Liver and kidney are 2 things that you can't get from Tesco. And we make jokes about it, but it actually is not a joke. So please beware of the things that you put in your system. Also, eating too much sugar can affect your gut microbiome. Your kidney also can be affected by consuming so much sugar, as well as your heart, and your blood can be affected as a result of taking sugar. So these are some of the pictures of how taking too much sugar can affect your body. You have the skin. You begin to develop fat in different parts of your system. You'll have pain in your elbow. Sometimes the pain comes and goes. You have pain in your shoulder, and also skin irritation on your face or on your skin. Some people have different types of skin irritation, itching from eating sugar. So some of the things that happen as well is that you begin to lose your memory. For many people that we scan every day, one of the things I ask them is, do you usually forget things? And they're like, yes. And I say to them, this is as a result of the food you're eating or your lifestyle. Also, other things that affect you from eating sugar are diabetes. You develop diabetes. Many people are pre-diabetic at the moment, and some of them don't even know. So if you continue to eat the way you're eating or eating those fruits that I mentioned, it will push you into becoming diabetic. You can develop kidney disease, liver disease, and also gain a lot of weight, which obviously will be very difficult to shift if you continue to eat sugar. For women, sugar is very, very bad for you. because it obviously causes you to have very severe pain during menstruation. So, before your period, you have PMS, and it's always, always constant. Even at old age, people still suffer from PMS, and it is as a result of taking a lot of sugar. Also, taking too much sugar affects your hormones. For some people, you develop asthma if you don't already have it, and if you have it, it will get worse. You have brain fog where you tend to forget things. You are not able to concentrate. You have anxiety, depression. Hormonal imbalances as well as autoimmune diseases can be developed as a result of having too much sugar. Well, some people are looking at this picture and say, well, you know what? I don't take Coke. I don't take Coke Zero, but I take Diet Coke. Diet Coke doesn't have anything. It has a chemical called aspartame, and that's what I'm going to focus my talk on tonight. And that chemical is very, very dangerous for you. It causes you to have weight gain and obesity. So every day, some people say, well, you know what? I just take one Diet Coke. I have to take Diet Coke. By you taking Diet Coke, you're gradually destroying your brain. You can develop leukemia. You obviously destroy your bones as well as your teeth. You could obviously develop heart attack as well as stroke from taking Diet Coke every day. But you obviously wouldn't realize that that's what you're doing by taking that drink. So what is aspartame? Aspartame is an artificial sweetener used to substitute in food and drink. For many of us, we don't really know that we're taking that product, because some people say, well, I never take sugar. I'm going to show you examples of product that you have been taking that has these things, and you're going to be actually very shocked. And you wonder why your children behave funny. Sometimes it's as a result of some of the products that you have been giving them, the vitamins or the tablets that you're giving them when they had a cold. Okay, some of the symptoms of poisoning of aspartame is that you have ear infection, where you have ringing in your ear or buzzing in your ear. You're not able to tolerate noise. So you're always having problems, every little noise is amplified as a result of taking too much of this product. But obviously you think, well, I don't take sugar, but because you're taking Diet Coke or whatever you're taking, you find that you're having this problem. To you, it's not a problem, but over time, it becomes a very big problem. Some people develop eye symptoms as a result of this sugar substitute poisoning. You have blurred vision, tunnel vision, or eye pain. You have trouble wearing your lenses, your contact lenses, or you have a bulging eye. Also, for some people, as a result of taking aspartame from different products that they've been taking, then you will have chest pains. You'll have skipped racing heart, or blood pressure is raised as well. You have pain in your stomach, swelling, and also sometimes blood in your stool. So for people that have blood in the stool, this is one of the reasons why. For some other people, it's their skin. So you have allergies in your skin, like itching skin, lip or mouth swelling, and also your asthma gets worse. Some of the other things that you might have as a result of taking this aspartame product, which you take from some of the products that you're taking, is that your diabetes become out of control. You're not able to control them. You have PMS, like I said earlier. You have pain, serious pain. During periods, you lose your hair. Some people have been losing their hair and they're asking, why am I losing my hair? But it's as a result of the sugar that you're taking from the products or the foods that you're eating. Also, other things that are affected as a result of taking aspartame or being poisoned by that product or that ingredient is that you tend to have memory loss. You're not able to focus. You're always confused. You have migraine. Sometimes you feel very dizzy. Some people have seizures. Some people are not able to speak properly. Speech slurring, you have that. Some people have chronic fatigue where they're not able to stand for long. Some people have severe depression. Some people have birth defects. So if you are taking products with this ingredient, you might have your kids might come up with a birth defect. So what are some of the things that trigger The aspartame might trigger. You could have Lyme disease. I think we've done a video on Lyme disease before. You can go back and watch it. Fibromyalgia is also another one that is quite common. We've done a video on it as well. You can go back and watch it on our channel. Lupus also can be triggered as a result of taking this ingredient from the products that you take. Some people develop ADHD as a result of it, or their ADHD becomes amplified. Some people develop epilepsy as a result of taking this ingredient in their food or in their drink. Other diseases that are common that you might know about is Alzheimer's. You can get that as a result of taking this ingredient, aspartame, in the products that you take. Aspartame or hyperactive, they have hyperactive behavior, they're severely depressed, they start having suicidal thoughts as a result of taking these products. They crave sugar more. They have brain injury, stomach ulcers, as well as birth defects as well if you're pregnant and taking some of these products. What are some of the ways aspartame ingredient has affected you as an individual? It affects your eyes. You become blind in one eye or in both eyes. You might have decreased vision. You might have pain in one eye or both eyes. You might have bulging eyes. Also, you could have squiggly lines, bright flashes, you're not able to see properly, decreased night vision, you're not able to see at night. Also, in your ears, you get ringing or buzzing sound in your ears. You're not able to tolerate noise. You might have problems and you might need hearing aid as a result of your hearing impairment or your hearing beginning to lose hearing in some part of your ears. Also, other things that may be triggered as a result of taking this ingredient, aspartame, is that you have headaches, you have sleeplessness, so you're not able to sleep at night, restless legs, you have aggression, you become very aggressive, anxiety, you become very afraid, you have lots of phobia. So that's also another thing that can be triggered as a result of taking this ingredient. Also, for your chest, you'll have shortness of breath, palpitations, as well as high blood pressure getting increased. For some people, they start feeling nausea, they have blood in their stool every day, or sometimes they have serious abdominal pain. Other people have itching in their skin, reactions on their lip or their mouth, having respiratory issues, also a lot of weight gain, which you can't lose easily. Some people have burning during urine, leg swelling and bloating, and also a lot of water retention for many people as a result of aspartame poisoning. Again, we've talked about what it is and what it does. So it is a sweetener. Like we said earlier, it's 200 times sweeter than sucrose or sugar. And most of the products that the brand name that we normally know that sell them are NutraSweet or Equal. Again, some of the side effects is that you get decreased vision, epileptic seizures, phobias, severe PMS, hyperactivity for the children, MS, chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia, as well as mental retardation. So these are some of the side effects that you might have as a result of taking aspartame. One, you have candida, you have a lot of headache, diabetes, mood alteration, brain tumor, flushing, dizziness, confusion, joint pain is one of them. Muscle spasm is also one of them, as well as hair loss. On the screen, these are some of the products that you take that have got aspartame in them. Lemsip is a product that people always take when they have a flu. The first product everyone takes in the UK is Lemsip. I think for many years, every time I had a cold, I always used to take that before I started taking natural products. I always went for Lemsip. And people say, you know, take Lemsip and 3 days you'll be well. Lemsip has got, Pepsi's got it. Dr. Pepper, they all have aspartame in them. Berocca is a vitamin C that you dissolve in water. It's got aspartame in there. I think it's about £4 in Iceland or in the shops. A lot of people buy that as their vitamin C supplement. So again, by taking this product, you are poisoning your blood, poisoning your body, and you don't want to be in that situation. For many people, they take yogurt as well. It's got it in yogurt, in those yogurts that you take in your chewing gum. It's got it in all the chewing gum. Aspartame is in all the chewing gum, all the different ones I looked at, they all had aspartame in them. Normally, I would tell my clients not to chew chewing gum because it actually spreads and increases the bacteria in your system when you chew gum. For people that have high bacteria, the first question I ask them is, do you actually chew gum? And they say yes. And that's one of the reasons why. So I just wanted to encourage anyone that, you know, like to drink Diet Coke or Coke. I want to focus on this for just a few seconds before I move on to the next thing I want to talk about. This is what happens to you when you take, you know, Diet Coke or soda or whatever name you want to call it. You will not be able to lose weight. You will have problems with your teeth. So I would suggest that you quit taking this Diet Coke or this regular Coke or Coke Zero or Coke Lemon or whatever style you like. If you stop taking it, your blood pressure will drop. You lower your risk of getting diabetes. Your kidney begins to function well. Your bladder stays protected. And also you strengthen your bones if you quit taking Diet Coke. So some of the side effects or how Coke and all those products affect you is that it affects your kidney. It's linked to kidney problems. Also, your digestive system gets worse as a result of taking soda or Diet Coke or whatever you want to call it. It also affects your bones, so your bones become weak. You have pain in your heart, which obviously could result in heart attack or stroke. You have problems with your lungs, so you develop asthma or it gets worse. And also you have serious problems with your teeth. And that's one of the reasons why you see people have like black teeth or rotten teeth from the top. It's as a result of taking Coke every day. Some of the foods that have sugar and a lot of sugar that you probably didn't realize have sugar. I'm going to show, I'll be very graphic and show a couple of them. So food that turn into sugar in your system, if you had potato, you're obviously taking 9 tablespoons of sugar. If you had cereal, you're taking 8 tablespoons of sugar. If you had rice, for example, you are taking a lot of sugar in. If you had pasta, you're taking a lot of sugar in. If you had corn, you are taking a lot of sugar in. So I'm going to show in more detail the foods that we eat, the typical food that we eat, and how much sugar you are putting into your system. For many of the people that are online this evening, many of us are from African descent. Just a quick warning before I start showing it to you. I'm not saying you shouldn't eat these foods I'm going to show. One, I'm just going to suggest that you cut down the portion size. And also, cut down the portion size, and also don't eat them every day and don't eat seconds when you eat them. So for the first one, plantain is something that a lot of Africans eat, or Caribbeans eat. So if you had this portion of plantain, you're having 11 cubes of sugar just for eating that. That's even without your rice and without your stew or without your chicken. I would suggest everyone tries to get this book. It's called World Foods. So that's where I got some of the pictures I'm about to show you. The picture on the left is a picture of a plate of jollof rice with plantain without chicken or anything. So if you look at the picture on the left, you've got 32 cubes of sugar on this plate here. And You haven't actually put your meat in. You've already eaten 32 cubes of sugar, and you're going to have that with maybe a canned Coke, which is like 9 tablespoons of sugar. So you are eating a lot of sugar and putting a lot of sugar in your system, which causes problems. Also, the picture on the left is a picture that obviously for most of us will recognize if you're from Africa, or, some Caribbean people eat African food, so you might recognize this picture. It's a picture of spinach, or what we call efo, and pounded yam. So if you had the plate at the bottom, you are having 26 cubes of sugar. So if you had the bottom plate, you're having 26 cubes of sugar. If you had yam, boiled yam, without the fish and the chicken and the soup, you are having 20 cubes of sugar, just having 5 slices. So I would recommend you have maybe one. When I actually bought this book and I looked at the book for the first time, I told myself I'm not going to have more than 1 slice of yam. And I've tried to stick to 1 slice of yam. And if I do have yam, I don't eat any other food for the day because of the high sugar content. For some people that are very, very, their body is very sensitive to food, what you will notice if you had yam is that you have tingling in your feet or in your hands for some people. So if you do have tingling in your feet and your hands, you know why. The sugar goes straight into your blood and obviously will cause a lot of issues. I had a customer once, she called me and she said my diabetes wasn't going down, I've taken everything. And I asked her, what did you eat? She said, I ate pounded yam in the morning and I ate rice in the evening. And then when I did my calculation, I showed her this book. She obviously never ate like that again, because obviously she had, when we did the calculation, she'd had like maybe 70 cubes of sugar just from having the pounded yam in the morning and then the rice in the evening. So please, if you are going to be having any of these wonderful foods that you love, make sure you're counting the cubes of sugar you're putting in your system, or what we call the tablespoons of sugar you are putting in your system. Also, for most people on this line this evening, you will probably be familiar with the food on the left, jerk chicken, rice and peas with plantain. If you're having the plate at the bottom with your chicken and your plantain and your rice and peas, you are having about 47 cubes of sugar, just the plate at the bottom. And for many of us, we have seconds. So we have the first plate, which is this one at the bottom, and then we go for seconds. And then the next day we eat it again. So that sugar in your system becomes very high, that some people become really sick. You wake up in the morning feeling very sick and you don't understand. You wake up and you say to yourself, well, I don't feel well today. One of the reasons why is because you've put too much sugar in your system. The picture on the left, for those people that are doing the calculation with me, is a lot of sugar. So you've got 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, plus 28 cubes. So that's already almost 50 cubes of sugar just from this plate of fish stew, rice, and plantain. I am not saying you shouldn't eat any food, because I know there are a lot of people here that follow me on my prayer line as well, and you're thinking, oh, we're going to fast soon. What am I going to be eating? This is a lot of sugar to put in your system. So I advise you, if you want to eat, you can do a small portion or just eat it once a week. You are fine. For me, I do not eat rice at all because it causes inflammation straight away. So if you begin to clear out your system, you will realize that your body is speaking, but just that you're not listening. So for people that have that kind of sensitive body, if you had rice, you have pain in your shoulder at night, or when you wake up in the morning, you know why you're having those pains, or you have pain in your elbow. This is some of the reasons why. Some other example is your tilapia and your banku. People have the one at the bottom because obviously that one looks much bigger, much better. Again, that's a lot of sugar there. I'm not saying you should eat your favorite food or food from your country, but just make sure you are watching the portion size and you're not eating it twice, or you're not eating it every day. and because you love it, because you made it nice and all those sort of things. So if you have chicken stew, pap and greens, again, 28, 29, you're having 32 cubes of sugar just by having the plate at the bottom. For some people, if you had 2 patties, you're having about 15 or 16 cubes of sugar, just having 2 patties in the evening or for breakfast. So again, a lot of sugar is going into your system. The last and final example I wanted to show you is fish, dumpling, banana, and yam. Again, just having this plate of dumpling with fish, banana, and yam, you're having 48 cubes of sugar. Again, that is a lot of sugar put in your system. I want to encourage everyone to please give up sugar, even if it's just for a week or 2. Join me in this challenge to not eat anything that has got sugar. We also encourage you to read the labels as well, because sugar will obviously raise your cholesterol, cause to decay, cause you to have fatty liver, retain fluid in your system. You have pains in your joint, you're not able to sleep. And also you have a lot of food cravings as a result of the sugar that you're putting in your system. So some of the food cravings that you have that you can alternate with, or you can swap whilst you do the food challenge with me. The no sugar challenge is that you eat nuts and seeds and vegetables. Again, we already started this video by showing you examples of how much sugar you put in your system when you eat an apple. I said you're having 6 teaspoons of sugar just for 1 apple. So you can have apple, but maybe half an apple or maybe a quarter. So that way you're not spiking your sugar. Again, sugary products or sugary foods, you can swap them for eating broccoli, steamed cauliflower, steamed fish. You can have a bit of egg, maybe 1 boiled egg, instead of having things that are filled with sugar. For bread and pasta, you can swap them for lentils, chickpeas, or beans, or chia seeds. For your oil, again, you can swap them for green leaves. And also for your salty food, you can swap them for goat milk, fatty fish, or cashew nuts. Those are some of the things you can swap your foods for. Again, in terms of swapping your craving or stopping your craving, eat a lot of whole foods. L-glutamine is a supplement that we sell. You can also take that as well to help your sugar craving. We also got a couple of products that we sell that also will help your craving. We also encourage you to drink a lot of water. Aim for at least 5 liters a day. And also work on your emotions, because sometimes your emotions affect your craving, and people say, well, because I feel depressed, I need to eat something sweet, and then you end up eating things that will cause more problems than good. Actually, I saw this picture today and I thought it'd be really nice to just cheer somebody up. When we see this food, we're always happy, but when somebody recommends that we eat fruits and vegetables, we don't look so happy. We feel that they're punishing us. I think everyone should try to aim to eat the food on the left, not on the right, because the food on the right are causing lots of problems that you don't realize. So I just want to encourage everyone before I finish my talk tonight to join me on this sugar challenge. And on this sugar challenge, if you want, you can take a picture of the screen. Eat no burger, no chips, no ice cream, no fast food, no chocolate, no white bread, no soda, no cake, no donuts, no cookies, no candies, no caramel, no donuts, no cakes, and no jam in your bread for the next 14 days. And let's see what happens to you whilst you do that. If you really need help with doing it and you would like to join me on this challenge, please contact me directly by text or on Telegram or on WhatsApp or on Instagram, and I'll give you help for the 14 days, what foods you should have, what vegetables you can have as well. Also, in terms of people that have had issues with, pains or cravings, the first product I'll recommend, because I know some of my clients are on this line, is Elixir of Life. That will kill the parasite and help with your craving. Also, to help with your stomach, you need live probiotic to kill the bacteria in your system that has built up as a result of taking aspartame or the poisoning. Nano silver is very, very good for you. You can take it on its own. It tastes like water, but it's very, very effective. To clean your blood, you need to take SOS. Also to balance your sugar level, because you've been spiking it by eating those bread and those foods that you love so much, you need blood sugar balance. And also to detox your whole body, you would obviously be needing ultra detox. And also super greens, I have been taking it for the last 2 days and it's been amazing, really, really amazing. It's a new product that we've just introduced, but it's really, really good. I have been trying it out and it's working wonders for me. I'm just taking it to prepare myself for the fast, which I'm starting 10 days fast in October. And I'm definitely doing a no sugar fast to see what happens to me for the next 14 days. Again, if any of you would like to contact me, my email address is gloriaedward21@gmail.com. My Instagram page is Gloria Edward Nutrition, Gloria Edward Organic, Chef Imani's Kitchen. We've also got a YouTube channel where you can watch all our previous videos that we've done in the past. It's called Gloria Edward Nutrition. And if you'd like to book a one-to-one appointment with me or to speak to me, you can call me on 0207-175-5108. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us this evening. If you have a question, please put your questions on the chat and I'll answer them as much as I can. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining. We're here every Thursday talking about things that affect you and the stuff that you can do to improve your health. So giving you an opportunity to ask questions, but if anyone doesn't have any questions, I would like to finish my talk here. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next Thursday. Have a lovely evening, everyone.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you, Annie. God bless you. Thank you for joining.
God bless you, darling.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you and bye.
Oh yeah, on the challenge you can, thank you, bye. On the challenge you can weigh yourself before and after and see what happens. You can.
Okay.
Yeah. John, are you doing that for the 10 days on the fast, or you're just...
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah.
Oh, good, that'll be nice. At least I have somebody that'll join me.
Oh, I like sweets too much. Okay, all right. Thank you.
Okay, darling. Thank you. Anybody else has any question they want to ask me, or if you want me to share any of the pictures I had on the screen, I'll put them all on my page so you can have a look.